Now let us do next bit, that is the third bit. P of x equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3. So here as usual we can take P of x as 0. So let P of x equal to 0. So here P of x means x plus 2 into x plus 3 is 0. See here, product of two polynomials is 0. Then definitely either x plus 2 is 0 or x plus 3 is 0. Right? Now here x is equal to plus 2, send that side. It is 0 minus 2. So minus 2. Or x equal to plus 3, send that side. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Therefore minus 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of the given polynomial P of x. The meaning is that here when you substitute minus 2, here it will make the given polynomial 0. Here you see minus 2 plus 2 into minus 2 plus 3. Minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0. Okay, 0 into minus 2 plus 3 is 1. So 0 into 1 is 0. Same way, when you substitute minus 3, this will become 0, minus 3 plus 3. So 0 into anything is again 0. So that is the reason finally minus 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x. Now let us see next bit, that is fourth bit. P of x equal to x power 4 minus 16. So here let P of x equal to 0. So P of x in the sense x power 4 minus 16 is 0. So here we can write x power 4 as x square whole square. Right? 2 into 2 is 4. Same way 16 I am writing as 4 square is equal to 0. Right? So it is in the form of a square minus b square, whose formula is a plus b into a minus b. By using this formula, you just compare x square with a. So a is x square, then only a square means x square whole square. See here, inside this bracket what is that? That full you take as a. So a equal to x square. Same way b equal to 4. Right? Now here you write a plus b means a means x square plus 4. A plus b into a minus b, x square minus 4 equal to 0. Right? Now here let us take the product of two polynomials is 0. So individually each one can become 0. So here I am taking either x square plus 4 equal to 0 or x square minus 4 equal to 0. X square minus 4 equal to 0. So first of all, this is very easy to simplify. Let us solve that one. X square minus 4 can be written as 2 square equal to 0. So here let us maintain the bracket to compare with the formula. So here the formula again a square minus b square, whose formula is a plus b into a minus b. So here a means x. See here inside the bracket x is there, that is a. B means 2. So here a plus b means x plus 2 into a minus b, x minus 2 equal to 0. Again here two subcategories, either x plus 2 is 0 or x minus 2 is 0, since their product is 0. So here finally get x equal to minus 2 or x equal to send minus 2 that side, that is 0 plus 2. So x equal to 2. So here we get two zeros, children, x equal to minus 2 and x equal to plus 2. Can we solve the problem here? Just observe the given polynomial, this is x power 4 minus 16, whose degree is 4. So definitely this polynomial will have at most 4 zeros, means maximum 4 zeros. So why can't we try 1 or 2 more? Already we have got 2. So why can't we try 1 or 2 more? Because maximum is 4. So let us try to simplify this one also. So here x square equal to plus 4, send that side, this will become minus 4. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. So here x is equal to, you see here, when I remove the squares, in the sense actually here I am writing this minus 4 as minus 4. If I remove the square this side, I can write here square root. And one more thing, children, here it is plus or minus square root of root minus 4. Here you can ask me, sir, for minus root 4 there is no root, means it does not exist, there is no value. But in higher class children, in higher class, when you go to higher class, this concept will be learnt by you. This is nothing but here two roots are there. Okay, those can be called as root 4 is how much? 2. Minus 1 also it has some square root, that is I. Okay, actually here it is I. These roots are called complex numbers, that is beyond your subject, beyond your syllabus. So if I explain that one, it will become again another concept. So here this minus 4 under root plus or minus under root minus 4, it has also values, but these values are complex values. These are real values, these are complex values. So here we can write the answers as x equal to plus root minus 4, this is one root, and another root is x equal to minus root minus 4. So here the given polynomial, it has 4 zeros. So if we write them in order, therefore you see minus 2, this is 1, plus 2, this is second root, and these two. So we can write minus root minus 4 comma root minus 4, these are the zeros of given polynomial p of x. Let us see next question, that is question number 3. Draw the graphs of the given polynomials and find the zeros. Justify the answers. In this first bit is p of x equal x square minus x minus 12. Here you read the question, draw the graphs of the given polynomial. This is the given polynomial. For this we need to draw the graph, that is the first work. Find the zeros. From the graph we need to find the zeros, that is the second work. Justify the answer. What zeros you get from the graph, we need to do justification, means we need to do verification. We need to verify the answers. So here these three things are to be done. Let us do one by one. First I am going to explain you how to draw the graph of the given polynomial. See here given polynomial is p of x equal x square minus x minus 12. So this polynomial is in terms of x. So let us start this problem with x itself. Right? So first I am taking the values of x. Here the values here I am taking as minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here I am taking the values from negative 3, means minus 3 to positive 4. Now here first you see x square is there. Here I am taking x square, right? So here next second time is minus x, this is minus x, constant is minus 12, here is minus 12. Now what we are going to do here, just I maintain a gap between the numbers what I have taken and what I am going to get now here. So let us do first one. See, if x is minus 3, what is x square? Minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 whole square is nothing but 9. Right? If x is minus 3, what is minus x? Minus into. Now here minus x. See, if x is minus 3, this is minus of minus 3. So it is plus 3. Minus 12, it is a constant. Let us write as it is. Now here, see, the given polynomial is x square minus x minus 12. So if we add these three numbers, here you say I have drawn the number, this line, that indicates that you should not add minus 3, because the polynomial is x square means 9 plus minus x means 3 plus 3 minus 12 means minus 12. These three numbers are to be added. So here I am taking this p of x as some other alphabet. Let us take it as y. So here I am going to add these numbers. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 minus 12. It is 12 minus 12. So finally this is 0. Now let us do next value. See, x is minus 2. So x square minus 2 square is 4. Minus x means minus of minus 2 is plus 2. Minus 12 as it is. Now adding them. 4 plus 2 is 6. So it is 6 minus 12 is minus 6. Right? Now let us write next one. So it is x is minus 1. So minus 1 whole square is plus 1. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1. Here this is minus 12. This is 1 plus 1 is 2. It is 2 minus 12. This is minus 10. Now let us go to the next value. This is 0. So here 0 square is 0. Minus 0 is 0. This is minus 12. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 minus 12 is minus 12. So we can write 0 minus 12 is minus 12. Now here let us go to 1. Here 1 square is 1. Minus x means minus 1 minus 12. Here 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? This is minus 12. So it is 0 minus 12 is minus 12. And let us go to next value, that is 2. 2 means 2 square is 4. Minus 2 is minus 2. This is minus 12. Right? Here you see minus 2 minus 12 minus 14. 4 minus 14. 4 minus 14 is minus 10. Now here next value 3. 3 square is 9. This is minus x means minus 3. This is minus 12 as it is. So here 9 minus 3 minus 12 is minus 15. So 9 minus 15 is minus 6. And this last value, when we take 4, we get here 4 square is 16. This is minus 4. This is minus 12. 16 minus 4 minus 12 is minus 16. This is 0. Right? Now here we write order of pairs, means x comma y. Here you see x is the starting value, y is the ending value. Minus 3 comma 0. First one is minus 3 comma 0. Let us write this point as first point here, because with these points we need to draw the graph. If x is minus 3, y is 0. Here x is minus 3, y is 0. That I am taking as first point. Here x is minus 2, corresponding y is minus 6. Minus 2 minus 6. That I am taking here, I am taking it as b. Minus 2 minus 6. Third value, x is minus 1, whereas y is minus 10. So minus 1 minus 10. So here I write it as c, minus 1 minus 10. Now fourth point, x is 0, corresponding y is minus 12. So it is 0 comma minus 12. That is fourth point I am taking as D, 0 comma minus 12. Next point, 1 comma minus 12. 1 comma minus 12. So I am taking this point as E. It is 1 comma minus 12. Right? Here next point, 2 comma minus 10. I am taking it as F, 2 comma minus 10. Now next one, 3 comma minus 6. 3 comma minus 6. G, 3 comma minus 6. Last point, 4 comma 0. F, G, H. So it is H, 4 comma 0. Right? So here I would like to conclude this box. Now with these values I am going to plot the points which indicates the graph of the given polynomial. Right? Now let us plot these points in a graph paper. Actually here children, you need to use a graph book or graph paper, whereas here I will explain you how to plot the points. Right? So in the graph paper, you know, coordinate axis, this is y axis, this is x axis. So we write this as x, this is negative x, or we can call it as x dash. This is y, negative y or y dash. Now first let us plot the points. Here you see x starts from minus 3 to plus 4. So here I am taking this as first this point, it is called O 0 comma 0. So this is minus 1, here it is minus 2, minus 3, then minus 4. And here positive, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now here when you come to y-axis, here we have a choice, children. The thing is that here you see the least value is minus 12, means here you have to write minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 up to minus 12. The highest value is anyway okay, no problem, it is 0. So 0 is here, it's not at all a problem. Here the thing is that when you have the y values are more, here you have a choice to decide the scale of y. See here, as I do not have much place, here what I am taking, here I am taking y axis each unit. Actually here this is called 1 centimeter, children. 1 centimeter I am taking as 2 units. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. Here also I will take minus 2, okay, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Still I need more. So let us extend this y axis still more, right? So here, yes, now this is minus 10 and then minus 12. So here without forgetting, let us write the scale here. Scale on x-axis, 1 centimeter, actually this is 1 centimeter, that is fixed. Here 1 centimeter I am taking as 1 unit. 1 centimeter I am taking as 1 unit. On y-axis, 1 centimeter I am taking as 2 units. So I am writing here 2 units. So let us plot the points now. First A, minus 3 comma 0. Here you just see, children, I will tell you easy technique to plot the graph. The first values are called x coordinates, or it has another name abscissa. And here the second values are called y coordinate. Those are also called ordinate. Now here you just see the x coordinates. X coordinates means first values. You just imagine that you have a bike with you, a new bike. Just imagine this is my bike. Okay, now here I am going to park my bike at different places. See, first one minus 3, right? So here on the x-axis, see, always you start your bike with the x-axis only. Always you park your bike at O initially. Now first value is minus 3. So here I am coming to minus 3. Now my bike has permission to move only on this minus 3 line. If the y coordinate is positive, then I have chance to go up. If the y value is negative, then I will get a chance to go down. If y is 0, I need to stay back there itself. Is it clear, children? See here, first minus 3. So I brought my bike here. Now I have seen next value 0. 0 indicates I should not go anywhere. So this is the first point, children. This is first point. Here I can write it as A 3 comma 0, minus 3 comma 0, right? Now second one minus 2. Again I am ready with my bike at minus 2. Then next value is minus 6. Minus 6 means on this line I should go to minus 6. See here. Here it is minus 2 and minus 6. This is my second point, that is B, minus 2 comma minus 6. Now here C, minus 1. My bike is at minus 1. It is minus 10. Minus 10 means I should go down. See here, minus 1, minus 10, this point. So this I am taking as C, minus 1, minus 10. Next point is 0. My bike is there itself. On that 0 means on this line, I should go to minus 12. See here, this is minus 12. This is my point D. This is 0 comma minus 12. Right? Next one is 1. My bike is at 1. On that one I should go to minus 12. Means here down minus 12. This point which indicates here 1 and minus 12. This is E 1 comma minus 12. 1 comma minus 12. Now my bike is to be at 2. So at a minus 10. On that number line 2. Here this is at minus 10. It is F 2 comma minus 10. Now my bike is at 3. I should go to minus 6, means down. So here this is 3, this is minus 6. This point is G 3 comma minus 6. Now last one, my bike is at 4, that is 0. So I should not go anywhere. This is what H 4 comma 0. Now without confusing, let us join all the points with free hand only. Okay, so here see, just in the alphabetical order, just you join it as you have no A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, in the same order you follow. See here, A to B, right, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, again G to H. Let us extend little bit this side and also this side. This is the graph for the given polynomial. Here you need to take care, children. On the x-axis positive value should come. On x dash means for the left hand side of the origin negative value should be written, that too. Here you see, if you write here 1, here immediately at the same distance -1 should come. If that side 2, then this side -2. That side right side 3, here left side -3. Right side 4, here left side -4. Right, this is the order you should follow. And one more thing, on y-axis also positive values you have to take on the positive y-axis and negative values negative y-axis. Right, here you see, according to as per our convenient, here I have taken the scale. Here you mention the scale also very clearly. On x-axis which value means 1 centimeter, it is fixed in every graph page. 1 centimeter is fixed. If this 1 centimeter, how many units are dividing? See, 1 centimeter I am taking 1 unit. This is 1 unit. This is 1 to 2, again 1 unit. 2 to 3, 1 unit. That scale is important. Same way on y-axis, see 1 centimeter. Only I am taking as 2 units. See here 2, 4, 6, 8. Everywhere I maintain the gap, the difference 2. And afterwards, now the question is that, see here, draw the graph of the given polynomial. Graph is drawn. Now the question is that, find the zeros. Now here let us write the zeros here, children. See, from the graph, okay, the zeros of the polynomial p of x are, here you see where it intersects x-axis at a minus 3 comma 0 and h4 comma 0. These are the zeros. If at all you want, you can write the reason also. As the graph intersects x-axis at these points. So these, finally from the graph we came to know that these are the zeros. Our second work is also over. First work is drawing the graph, second work is finding the zeros. Now we need to do justification. Means here we need to check whether these points means a minus 3 comma 0 and h4 comma 0, are they satisfy the given polynomial or not? Are they zeros or not? So we have told you already how to verify the zeros. Substitute this value here, right? If you get that value, if you make this polynomial 0, then definitely that is a 0, right? Now here let us write, put x is equal to, here you see x equal to -3. I am taking x equal to -3, right? So you substitute the value here. P of -3 is equal to, here this is justification. Right? X equal to -3. P of -3 at here -3 whole square minus of -3 minus 12. In place of x I am writing -3. -3 whole square is +9. -3 minus +3, it is -12. This is 12 minus 12. It is 0. See here, children. -3 made the given polynomial 0. Therefore, x equal to -3 is a 0 of the given p of x. Now we need to verify +4, right? So here put x equal to 4 in the same polynomial. Now p of 4 is equal to x square means 4 square minus x means -4 minus 12. 4 square is 16, minus 4 minus 12 is -16. So 16 minus 16 is 0. Therefore, x is equal to 4 is also a 0 of given polynomial p of x. So here hence checked or hence verified. Here you would have small correction children. Here I am saying a minus 3 comma 0 h 4 comma 0 are the points where the graph intersects x axis. So here understand the meaning is that x equal to 3 is a 0 and x equal to 4 is another 0. So here from the graph the zeros of the p of x are, we can add here minus 3 and 4 since these points intersect, means the graph intersects at these points.